Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Downing, and today I'd like to present my first portable in a little over 2 years. This is the OUYA portable that I was working on for the past about a month or so, and built completely out of parts and everything that I already had lying around. Hence the reason why this is going to look very, very similar to the crossplane, because it was an extra crossplane casing that I had. Now, before you even comment, yes, it looks like a Wii U controller. I get that. It's not a Wii U controller, so just please don't. And second, Ben Heck, he came out with a Wii U portable himself about a month ago. And yes, this may look very similar, but watch this. Anyway, now that those two obvious facts are out of the way, I can get into explaining a little bit about the system. Taking you around the system a little bit, it's pretty basic. It's got two analog joysticks, the OUYA buttons, the D-pad, the controller pair button, and the OUYA on-off or sleep mode button. 7-inch 720p screen controls on the bottom, two stereo speakers. On the bottom we've got a charging jack and a headphone jack. And on the top we have the USB port for the side loading and additional hard drive space, and the on-off switch for the screen and everything else. The case was built from a 3D printed and slash CNC machine combination. The finish on the top is a Rust-Oleum metallic finish with about 8 or 9 coats of clear coat enamel, and the back is again a Rust-Oleum finish, but it's a textured and a clear coated enamel as well. On the back we got the left and right triggers, and then the left and right R and L buttons, and the vent hole that's used for the OUYA, and the OUYA is actually mounted right there on the back. Now this looks very similar to the crossplane because technically it's a crossplane casing. I had a few extras when I got into this, and I really wanted something to do with them, so I figured why not. I've got an OUYA. I really like playing it, and it would be nice to have in a portable version. So I said, screw it, let's do it. And on the top here, though, this was like one of the hardest parts to do as far as the casework was concerned, because this had to be closed off, because this is where the cart slots for the control packs originally went in the crossplane. So once that was taken care of, it was still kind of iffy in terms of the finish quality. So that's why the textured paint came in pretty well, because it does a great job of concealing the imperfections. But sorry for the glare. I usually do this stuff up in my office, but we have company over, so they're kind of loud. So you turn on the screen, and the power's going to the OUYA. You push this on button over here on the right, and it'll start to pair. It takes about 5 or 6 seconds for the OUYA signal to get from there to the screen, but as you'll see, it'll start booting up in just a second. Apologize for the focusing issues on this and the glare. As I said, it just kind of is doing its own thing right now. But the screen really is sharp. If I tilt it the right way, it's focusing on the reflection. Now, in order to use this, you have to pair the controller to the system, which is what this button does. And when we push that, you can see the OUYA logo start to flash. And when that's done flashing and stays solid, it means that the controller's paired. So we get into that, and again, I really wish I could show you the quality of this, but my video skills are really not as high as they should be. But then again, I do them so rarely, it doesn't really matter. But I'm getting to Pinball Arcade. This is one of my favorite games. Turn the volume up, turn it down. I've noticed that a lot of games had different and sometimes very bad audio encoding, but really, that's okay. My favorite pinball game of pretty much all time, at least from the arcade. And here we go. Return the game, okay, blah, blah, blah. And so that's pretty much it. I mean, everything works great. The controller pairs up nicely, and essentially this is just a portable OUYA. And I thank you guys for watching. If there's any other questions or anything like that that you have, I built this one for me, so I'm probably not going to be selling it unless someone wants to offer me a ridiculous amount of money for it, but I really don't think that's going to happen. So in any case, thanks for watching, and I will be back with more videos shortly as I'm finishing off the cross-plane commission finally that I've been working on for quite a while. This was just kind of a small side project, so in any case, thank you, and I will see you guys then.